Welcome to Blitz. I'm Brian Carter here at Rabun County High School with a pair of the Lady Wildcats. We have senior forward Jaden Qulliams and junior guard Georgia Stockton. Girls, thank you so much for your time. Really appreciate it. A great season for both of y'all and the rest of the team so far. 21-5 overall, 8-4 in region play. And Jaden, we'll start with you. Fresh off, we're just hours past a first-round win in the Region 8 AA tournament over Social Circle. But that game was really probably too close for comfort there at halftime. But second half, you go on to win by 30 points. So talk about getting that pressure off and securing a state playoff bid.
Well, we got there, we expected to win. It's an easy win. But when they started shooting layups over and over, shooting some threes, we were like, okay, we need to get our game on. Yeah. And I think that's what woke us up in the second half. Like, okay, we shouldn't be this close right now. We should be ahead by 50. Mm-hmm. And that's what we did in the third.
And this region, we've said it time and again, it's no secret, but 3 top 10 teams in the state. When you add in yourselves, fresh off a state championship game appearance last year, and then Banks County in the top 5, and then Putnam County too. It's ridiculous top to bottom, so there's not a night off. And unfortunately for y'all, you've been on the short end of the Banks County and Putnam games this year. But what do you feel like you have learned personally and as a team in those losses, and how are you more prepared to face them here in the semifinals?
Well, as Rabun County, we hate to lose. So everybody does. And losing twice to Putnam and Banks, it just kind of fuels the fire. We're coming back with a vengeance, and we're coming into practice this week. We have today, tomorrow, and the next day. So we have 3 days to prepare for Banks. And we're just going to come into practice focused and prepared and not take anything for granted. We have to earn everything. And so I think we're just ready to fight back and show Rabun and make Rabun County proud. So we're excited.
Making those little adjustments, I'm sure you guys have learned from those games. Jaden, you're a senior, so you get the really difficult question here, but it goes beyond the hardwood out there. It's just the culture of this program is so great because it doesn't matter who graduates, who moves on. Last year you lost one of the best of all time here in Savannah Scott, and yet y'all still put up 21 wins and looking to make another deep run. So no matter who comes in and out of this program, Coach Dillard has kind of laid this foundation to where the culture is it's a winning atmosphere, much like the football team is here as well. So what can you say about, as a senior, being part of this culture and setting the bar for the future of the program?
Well, most of us have been playing with each other for a long time, and even in middle school and in rec ball, we've been winning nonstop, winning state championships, winning the region championships. So we know how to win, and we know what it takes to win. When we get to high school, Coach Dillard sets the bar. Like, this is what we have to do during practice. This is what we do to get better, to work harder, to be better every day. And in practice, that's what we do. We practice to get better. And in games, we don't get complacent. We don't reflect. We don't think about the past. We think about what's coming next, like Banks County. We played Social Circle yesterday, and right when that game ended, we're like, okay, let's focus on Banks now. We focus on the future and what we have to do to beat the other team.
That's a great recipe for success. And Georgia, for you, what an accomplishment. You hit 1,000 career points as a junior. Knowing Coach Dillard, I know you didn't have a clue that it was coming, but walk us through that moment, the shot itself. What was it like in the aftermath and all that?
Well, we were down at Social Circle High School, and it was actually my birthday. So we were playing awful. I had 5 turnovers already. I don't know how many I had, but I was not playing my game. And the scoreboard had been broken the whole game. Things had just been going wrong. And we thought she'd called a timeout, but then it wasn't a timeout. And we thought the scoreboard was broken. And then all of a sudden they came over the intercom and were like, Georgia Stockton just scored her 1,000th point. And it totally took me by complete surprise because I had no clue that I was even close. And so it was really awesome, just a awesome feeling. And I just know that I have a lot more goals to accomplish. That's not. I have a lot of goals set, and I want to check those off the list. So that was just the beginning that I want to.
That's pretty cool how she does that, because then you don't have the added pressure of counting up and trying to worry about the style points that go with getting 1,000 points as well. It just comes when it has to. So, what needs to happen, Jaden, for this team? Last year, making that dream run to the state title game, that was unbelievable. to experience that for you and the rest of the team as well. What is it that this team, though, needs to accomplish to get back there?
Just keep our composure. I mean, like last night, we lost our composure because we got overconfident. We do best when we're all working together, we're all scoring, we're all doing good things. Everyone, even the freshmen, are making good things on the court happen. When Georgia's hot, she's hot, and we give her the ball because we know she's making all of them. If like Brooke last night, she was hot, but she wasn't scoring good, but she was doing good things in the paint. Like she was driving, she was getting fouls, all that. So that's what we need to do.
Georgia, for you, also not just hitting the 1,000 points this year, but also another big accomplishment, being able to go ahead and end your recruiting process early, which we noticed is kind of the theme lately. A lot of people are liking to do that before they start their senior year. So you made that commitment to Presbyterian College. What was it like making that commitment, and why Presbyterian? What was it that sold you on their program?
Yes, sir. Well, Presbyterian, I had they saw me at Coach Dillard invited me to a little just training workout, and the Presbyterian coach came and was just watching us and evaluating us, and she saw me there, and then I got a call the next day, and I was like so excited, and I ended up going down to a couple games after that, and I just really loved the people there. It was the atmosphere that was so cool, and I had been praying about it, and that just kind of gave me a lot of peace too. But the girls just really, I feel like I can fit in there, and I really like the girls and the coaches, and after praying about it for so long, I just really felt like it was time, and I have a lot of peace and a lot of relief with having that out of the way, and just it's something to look forward to.
Absolutely, and I hope they utilize you right away too when you get there. I'm sure they can. Jaden, for you, what do you tell critics, kind of piggybacking off your last question, but making it to the state title game this year, you guys had a target on your back all year. So, I mean, that plays into you're getting every team's best effort now. When they come up against Rabun County, they want to take down the team that made it to the state title game. So, and you guys have done a great job defending that. Again, 21-5. But what do you tell the critics that say that without a Savannah Scott, this team can't make it back there?
Well, we have this thing Coach Dillard puts up over our whiteboard every year. It's a motto, and this one is, "Are you the one?" And that tells me and the whole team that it's not going to be given to you, that you have to fight for it. Like, are you going to be the one to step up? I believe we're successful because we play for God. We always put Him first. We pray before every game, and we say, or Georgia prays, and she says, let us play for you and put the glory to you.
All right, so Georgia, look into your crystal ball, I guess, and you're here in the semifinals in the 8AA tournament, but that's not the end game. No matter what happens in the region tournament, you're in the state tournament. You're wanting to make that deep run. So tell us your prediction for where the Lady Cats end up this year.
Yes, sir. Well, right now we're just focusing on, we have Banks County. We need to take care of them first, and then our goal, it's been from the very beginning of the season, it's been win region. And so that's our main goal. And if we work together as a team and we are focused and prepared when we come in, I think the sky's the limit for us. I think that we can accomplish what we put our minds to, and that it's just, I don't know. I don't want to say. Yeah. It's only the God above that knows. But
yeah, it's a tough question.
It is a tough question. But I think we're just going to focus right now on winning region, and then we'll see what happens after that.
Yeah, you take care of the little things, keep your focus, like you said. The rest is going to take care of itself. Well, girls, again, thank you so much for your time. Really appreciate it. I'm glad you got the first one out of the way in the region tournament, but I know you got a ways to go. So I look forward to seeing what y'all do the rest of the tournament and in the state championship as well.